All right, so now I want to talk to you about it. These beautiful regions of Italy called Sardinia. Sardinia, it is an island, okay? It's an island that has been around for forever. And this island has got some amazing, amazing, amazing wines. Just like I told you guys before that in Italy we have 20 regions, okay? And all those 20 regions, they all produce wine. And there are 20 regions. Two of those regions, they are islands, okay? So one it is Sicily, another one is Sardinia. And now we talk about Sardinia. Sicilia and Sardinia. So I want to talk about these three grape varietal in Sardinia. They are wonderful. They are amazing. Those three historical grape varietal, they've been in Sardinia for a long, long, long time. And they make world-class wines, okay? So let's talk about first about the Canunao di Sardegna. The Canunao di Sardegna, it is an amazing grape varietal that makes really, really big wines. This varietal has been in Sardinia for long, long time. In different parts of the world, it's called Grenache. In Sardinia, we call Canunao di Sardegna, Canunao. This varietal, as we all know, can grow in different parts of the world. You can find the Grenache, Canunao in Spain. You can find the Canunao in California. You can find this grape varietal Canunao in Australia and in different other regions in the world, of course, France and things like that, whatever. But this grape varietal is been the study they tell us that this grape variety has been on the island of Sicily, excuse me, on the island of Sardinia for many, many, many thousands of years. And once upon a time, they thought this varietal was was originated in Spain, but in reality, this varietal is originated in Sardinia, way before Spain. So the latest study, they tell us that this varietal, the Canona varietal, the Grenache varietal was from Sardinia, went to Spain, not from Spain to Sardinia. So this varietal does really well with some really good oak aging, or even on its own, and it's got a lot of complexity. It's full body. It is just this jammy, beautiful varietal. That in Sardinia grows in a very beautiful, unique way, all to the climate conditions of the regions of Sardinia. So the climate is really, really taking this varietal to another level. Okay, so that's when it comes down to the Canonau. Now we move into another varietal called Bovale. Bovale, it is another beautiful varietal that has been in Sardinia for thousands of years as well. Totally different from the Canonau. This one is 100% Bovale, this wine. And this wine, it is made by Argiolas, this company, this historical winery that has been into this area in Sardinia for decades. And this varietal, it is again a world-class varietal, just like the Canunau. And then with this varietal, you can make some beautiful, intense wine. Yes, you can find this varietal in Spain and in different other parts of the world, called by the same Boval or something like that. But again, we're talking about this one is 100% Bovale, and it is one of those varietal that you can make amazing wines. This wine right here is called Isola dei Nuraghi, and it's 100% Bovale. So the indicazione geografica tipica is called Isola dei Nuraghi. Okay, so again, Bovale, it is unique to these regions and is an amazing, amazing varietal. So now let's move to another varietal called Carignano. Okay, this wine is from Sant'Adi. This company called Sant'Adi, another historical winery from Sardinia, which they make world-class wine. So this one is 100% Carignano, and we all know this varietal can be found in different parts of the world as well. This varietal you can find most likely in Spain, South France. You can find this varietal even in California now. You can find this varietal in different parts of the world. But again, the way that this varietal grows in Sardinia is very unique and it's very lovely because the way that this varietal grows into this area is unbelievable. Okay, so this varietal, this one over here, it's called Carignano del Sulcis. Carignano del Sulcis. Sulcis is an area in Sardinia. It's named after this area. So this varietal can make can age for a long time. It's got great longevity. It's got a great structure. It's got a great depth. It's got a long finished. It is one of those it's a world-class varietal. So talking about Italy, talking about the 20 regions, talk about all those varietals that we have, talking about all these 20 regions of Italy, all produce wines. Think about that for a moment, you know. Here there is a three different grape varietal, three world-class grape varietal coming from the same regions of Sardinia, and that's just the three varietals from Sardinia. In Sardinia there is many other varietals. Maybe let's say those three varietals, the most important varietal from Sardinia. Maybe some people they can argue that. Some people maybe they go with that. You know, doesn't really matter. There are three beautiful varietal, and Sardinia's got even many more varietal than those three. Again, we're talking about Carunao di Sardegna, okay, with Antonella Corda, and then we're talking about this beautiful varietal called Bovale with Argiolas, and the wine is called Corem. And then over here we are with this company called Sant'Adi, and with this varietal called Carignano. And again, we have three amazing winery here and three amazing wines. All those wines are available at Ciao Vino. And those wines, you know, they're not cheap by any means at all. I mean, they're not inexpensive. They cost some money, but they're worth every penny because these once you drink those three varietal from those three company or from any other company in Sardinia, these varietal they take you back to Sardinia. They take you back into these beautiful regions. Sardinia. I want to spend seconds about Sardinia. Sardinia is one of those amazing, beautiful regions. It's very big as a region, and it's an island, so it's surrounded by beautiful blue water, green water, sea. It's and not just that. It's got some amazing beach, some amazing small towns, and the capital of Sardinia is Cagliari, but there is Nuoro, there is amazing beautiful city, and then the Costa Smeralda, the most famous place for vacation during the summertime, it is in Sardinia. That's where everybody goes to show off, their wealth on the Costa Smeralda in Sardinia. So here you find the most important actors and soccer players and wealthy people from all over the world into this area during the month of June, July, and August. Okay, so Sardinia, it is a vacation destination. People they go to Sardinia to go to the beach, to go to Costa Smeralda, to show off in those beautiful resorts and things like that. But Sardinia doesn't have just the Costa Smeralda. It's got amazing wines, and Sardinia's got amazing mountains as well. So all the coastal area in Sardinia is amazing. It's beautiful. It is very charming, very beautiful. It touches your heart. But when you go inland, all right, you're gonna find the same thing. You're gonna find the same charm. You're gonna find this beauty into these mountains, with this small village, with these people, and then the food, mamma mia, the food from Sardinia. The food from Sardinia is out of control. Sardinia's got some of the best cheese ever, produced by human beings. It's got a history on cheese. It's got a history on cold cuts. Sardinia is well known for amazing, amazing food. So, we're talking about this region can be classified as a piece of heaven on earth. That's what it is, Sardinia to me. Okay, Sardinia is just a wonderful region. So again, just to show you that even the islands regions in Italy, having a wine made in Ireland, guys, it is a little bit different from the wines they made inland somewhere else, because in the island you are surrounded by the sea. Okay, so being surrounded by the sea, the grape varietals grows a little bit different because they in touch with the salsedine that comes from the sea constantly. So you get that as an expression into the wine. So this character of the fact that the islands, they are surrounded by the sea, they shows into the wine in a beautiful way, in a very charming way. So you can easily say that the wines from Sardinia, they're a little bit saltier because the salts travels the Sardinia, the salt travels into the air with the winds and that whatever, and during the harvest time gets stuck to the cluster, to the berry, and automatic when you harvest the grape and then you press it and then you ferment it, then you make the wine, all that translate into the flavors of the wine. It is just like when there is a lamb, for example. Let's talk about the lamb meat. If the lamb grows by the sea, by the sea, you get a little bit of saltiness into the meat of the lamb, and the same thing for the wine. So it is important that the surrounding areas, they the surrounding area, they transform into flavors. So the same thing if I have a vineyard here, and this vineyard is surrounded by peach orchard or eucalyptus trees or orange orchard or whatever, the smell that comes from those orchards goes into the wine. We'll leave it now, because the grape varietal is like a sponge. The berry is like a sponge. They absorb those flavors and they translate those flavors into the flavor of the wine. So that's the beauty about the wine. That's what I'm talking about. That's why wine is so beautiful and so lovely. Because wine, as I've been telling you guys over time, grapes, vines, they are the most sensitive creatures in the world. And they absorb all those flavors into the air. Okay? Again, to make a great wine, what do we need? We need great vintage. What's great vintage? It is a great equilibrium of sunlight, humidity, and rainfall. And a place like Sardinia, going back to Sardinia, a place like Sardinia has got those three things right there every year almost. Because the beauty about wine, that each vintage is different from the other vintage. So maybe this vineyard one year is gonna give you an outstanding wine, another year a very good wine, another year this extremely beautiful wine, another year not so. Doesn't matter. I love that, because that's why wine is beautiful, because it's never the same. All right. So again, we are in Sardinia, Canunao, Bovale, and Carignano. Thank you, and I appreciate you guys so much. Ciao.